Alright, so we're back once again with our loyal, trusty Pixel 3 cell phone. So, let's get started. So why am I doing a video on a Pixel 3? Well, I figured I'd do a follow-up on it anyway, just because, I did the video on it earlier about the, gaming capabilities of it, and I've been using it for a while, and it's starting to get a little bit older, a little bit slower, and just recently noticed that it was getting a little bit bigger in the middle, as many of us do, like myself when we get a little bit older. But yeah, it's definitely got the bulging battery problem. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it right away because it was in a case. The only thing that I kind of threw up a red flag was it was no longer charging on my Pixel stand, and that every once in a while it would just randomly pop out of the case in the bottom corner. So I didn't think anything of it, just shoved it right back in and went on my day. But I finally one day took it out of the case for some reason, and it wasn't quite this bad. Ever since it's been out of the case, it's actually gotten a little bit wider, but it was like just bulging like right there in the middle. So I got a replacement battery for it. We're going to go ahead and get this back cover off, see if we can get that battery replaced before it explodes or something. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we got. A battery, I believe, was about $10, but yeah, probably not even worth it for this old of a phone, but what the hell, why not? Alright, so here's what comes with the battery. Got mini screwdrivers, a little pry thing, suction cup, pretty typical. And then the actual battery itself. So this one's already obviously, the back cover's already started coming off of it, but we're going to have to go around and where's that? I don't know if I'll use this actual pick or not, but sometimes these are a little thicker. But you basically probably get a heat sock, heat up the back to get the glue loosen up a little bit, and then you just take the pick and just kind of pry it off. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Alright, so we got the hot sock on here. Heat up the glue. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I showed it or not, but you're supposed to turn your phone off before you do all this, so phone is off now. But you leave this on here for a little bit. This will warm up the glue enough that hopefully it should just come right off. And you get picks like this. These work good, I guess. They're a little thick for me. I find it easier, get like a nylon guitar pick. It seems to make it, it's not going to matter because it's already, the case already basically open. Just trying to make it as easy as I possibly can. But this, it's very thin. This is, the one is a 0.58. They actually even make them thinner than this too, but this is pretty thin pick. This don't need much room to get in there and start loosening that glue up, so let's see if you can see already that, you just, kind of get the pick in there. Just follow it around the edges. That glue should loosen. That little bit of heat just really loosens that right up. Obviously, don't use a pick that you're fond of. These are just cheap. And you can even kind of look in there. You can see where the glue is still holding on, and there's a little piece of it here. Cut that free. Piece there. Now I just got to go up around here. It said be real careful around here because your fingerprint sensor, the wire is like right in that area, so got to be real careful around there. Yeah, I'm gonna put this back on here, get some, leave it on there for a bit, let it warm up. The glue's still a little, needs to be loosened up a little bit, so leave that on there for a bit and come back. All right, so we're making some pretty good progress here. The important thing is just to make sure you take it real slow, because, you know, this is fragile. You don't want to break anything. But we got, I think we're pretty close here. You have to just go up around the top a little more. Just a little bit by that power button. It's just hanging on right in this area, so right up here. Almost got it. It's just that little corner right by that power button. Still, it's barely holding on. All right. So, as you can see, that's pretty bulgy there. There's a screw here that needs to be removed. I think no, that'll work. Screw here. Okay. Remove the fingerprint connector bracket. is this thing right here. Okay. And the fingerprint connector came out with it too. Hopefully we didn't break that. I don't think so. I think it's just a... Yeah, it's just a push in. That little... I don't know if it'll focus on it or not, but right here... It's just one of those like press-in type connectors, so it should be fine. All right. Now we have to take this charging coil off, and this is the part where I'm not even sure if this thing is even still functional. Okay. I really need to grab a smaller bed here. Hang on. I don't know if this screw is locked down or to this bracket or what, but it doesn't seem to want to come out. I think it is. And there's this one. I hope you can somewhat see this. It says this should come off. And it looks like it does. And then our battery cable looks like should be right here. It's not quite strong enough. There we go. And we peel this black tape pop this off for some reason, get it out of the way. Okay, it's not that, it's this little piece right here. So that shouldn't be a problem. Got that popped off. It says fold that out of the way. Probably don't need to do that, but we'll see. This says loosen the pull tab. That's this thing on the side. Boy. It's just a little swollen up. Okay, so we got the pull tab loosened for the adhesive. I have a feeling I'm going to yank this and it's just going to snap off, but we'll give it a shot. One suggestion that it gives you is there's notches here. It's three actual pieces. It says cut it where the 3 pieces are and pull them out one at a time. So we're going to do that. I have no idea how this is going to go, but I have a feeling it's not going to go well. We'll see. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I'm going to do this off camera. This is such a pain. I'm going to tell you what, that is not fun at all. But as you can see, we got the battery out. And as you can see, that is full of hot air. And my glue is still there. Good times. So apparently what we have to do now basically just reverse our steps. Got the new battery here. We'll just go ahead and put it in the existing glue since it's there. I'm not really planning on doing a lot with this phone anyway, otherwise I'd probably do it better. But yeah, you can put in new glue strips in the bottom. I'm going to have to get new glue for the glass back piece and that, but let's just go ahead and put this thing back together and see if it'll boot up.
Now this, here, I'm going to be able to get this one to stay. Where's that bracket? One more screw. My hand would stop shaking. That's pretty.
One thing that happened though, I don't know if you can see this or not, but right in here, it's actually separated the screen off a little bit too, but I don't think that'll hurt anything. Alright, now the moment of truth. It's charging. All right. I have to clean that off more, but there's only one other thing to test. Let it sit for a minute. So it does appear to be charging fine in that. I am going to plug in the Pixel stand and see if it does wireless charge. Sorry, I didn't have the microphone close to me. Let's see. Last but not least, no. Is it charging? I don't think so. No. Well, that thing may just be busted. I'll take a look at it again and yeah. That happens a lot when the battery swells up. The wireless charging thing, the little thing breaks on it, so I'll look at it again, make sure everything's connected the way it's supposed to be, and see if that fixes anything. But okay, some of these pins here, this is where the kind of hard to see. Some of those pins were kind of askew, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that's why it wasn't working or if they're just bent and broke and they're not making good contact or whatever. But I'm gonna put it all back together and try it one more time. It's not a big deal. It would be a bonus if it worked, but I'm not going to sweat it if it don't. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get lucky on this one. But, I mean, it works, so that's really the important thing. But I think it just, when the battery swelled up, I think it probably bumped one of those pins for the charging circuit and maybe knocked it out of its solder point, or, you know, cause a cold solder joint or something like that. But it does not appear like it's charging right now. Nope. So, but that's not a problem. You don't have to have wireless charging, especially if you're using it for like a gaming phone or that. So, all in all, I'd say it's still call it a success. I could try to buy that part and see if that fixes it, but I don't think there's really any point to do so. I doubt that it would. I have a feeling, like I said, that it's just the connection is shot. So, not surprising, though, considering how wide this battery is. I mean, that's a lot of pressure there. So, anyway, let me know what you think. If you have anything you want me to go over, or any other projects you want me to look at, should have more content coming up soon. Till next time, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.